Hey, so this is your 2019 love reading. All right, so I'm really excited about this reading because I pulled cards from 4 different decks, and there are definitely some patterns in these sets that are telling me this message is for someone. Like, these messages are definitely for someone because so many cards are calling up, clearly showing me what the situation is. All right, so think of which pile is drawing you in. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Okay, so I'm going to start. If you want to rewind the video, you can. I'm going to just remove these cards. That way, it is very clear which situation I'm focusing on. All right, so we're going to do the first one. All right, so if you pick this first set, we have keep an open mind, Leo energy, 7 of coins, and 7 of cups. Okay, so we have some sevens going on here, and so we really need to think about what message is really being drawn to us. Okay, so firstly, before I even go into the sevens, I want to talk about this card here, which is showing me the anchor for your situation right now. So the anchor for your situation is that you need to keep an open mind. You might have this idealistic view of who you're supposed to be with, what your partner is supposed to be like, who you're supposed to be with, what type of person this person will be. Okay, and the reality in your situation is that you really need to think about releasing that idea from your mind. You're probably at a point now, especially when I'm looking here and I see the 7 of cups. When I see the 7 of cups, I'm getting Neptune energy, which deals with illusions and dreams. All right, and so you are really thinking about this person and what type of person you want to be with, but it might not be reality. Okay, and it might not be whoever you think you're supposed to be with might not actually be the type of person that you're going to end up with, or who's actually the best for you. Okay, now when we see sevens in tarot, typically we're thinking of something regarding stability, a lack of stability, trying to find stability, trying to gain your footing, trying to regain yourself, trying to regain your composure. 7 of coins is dealing with, there is some frustration on your part. You might really be desiring this person that you dreamt up in your mind. When we think of coins, pentacles, we're thinking of, foundation. And so there is some frustration happening here. You've already created something in your mind, but you're not seeing it come to fruition, which is why we're seeing the 7 of coins. Now, Leo energy does not mean this person has to be a Leo or you are a Leo, but there's some Leo energy around you. So this could mean the person that you will eventually meet or the next person you'll be in a romantic relationship with could be a Leo, or some type of Leo placement or a Leo person. So their persona might be Leo. You could have a person who's maybe not a Leo in their chart, but their north node is in Leo, so they carry those characteristics. So this could be it could be a Leo moon, rising, things like that. But this person, or there's some Leo energy here of like someone who's really generous, someone who might already be in your life. Think about Leo, the sun was Leo. Somebody who's, has a sense of humor, someone who does really, demand respect, or someone who does really have a lot of pride. But this could be a person who it's definitely going to be clear. It's going to be very obvious that they're a person who, demands attention, affection, and respect. Okay, so that was the first one. All right, what do we have going on for set 2? Free yourself, the sun, Virgo energy, and Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles is actually in reverse. Okay, so what's going on here? Free yourself. Okay, so, you have been stuck in a particular mindset for a while regarding love and relationships, all right? And so you have kind of held yourself hostage about certain ideas, about certain, even maybe certain beliefs about yourself and your worthiness or lack of worthiness that you felt. The sun is telling us that you do have some something will be revealed to you soon. The sun reveals all and sheds light on situations. So you're going to see, you might even have an epiphany about how you've been holding yourself back, how you've been letting maybe past situations hold you back, or you've been, for a long time telling yourself the same message that is really self-defeating. And a lot of times people, we repel what's positive for us. We repel it because we have negative thoughts, or we are only focused on the negative things being said or being done to us, and we're not focusing on the positive things. All right. So there is some Virgo energy, either you or this person, with someone who's very analytical, someone that's very detail oriented, or the nature of the situation. There's a lot of communication. There will be a lot of communication. There is going to be some type of, link to the intellectual side of yourself or their side, right? There's some type of conversation. There's something there linking you to that deals with like discussion and analyzing and having great conversation. And this person might be someone who is very dependable, right? Now we do have Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And I think this is relating to you in this situation because the Knight of Pentacles is very reliable and stable. And again, but you've been holding yourself hostage. You know, here we see this free yourself message that's being given. So you've been holding yourself hostage for a very long time. And so now it's really time for you to release that burden from yourself and really, you know, ensure that you're basically able to open yourself up for a relationship, and whether it develops into something serious or not, like just enjoying life, like meeting new people, finding out through other people sometimes and how you respond to them what it is that you truly want. All right, set 3. True love is on the horizon for somebody. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. We have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and we have Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio energy. All right, so true love. So this is some type of romance, either it's already kind of blossoming for some of you. It's more so I'm getting somebody that's already in a situation with this person, right? Because we're saying true love, and we're thinking of this actually building up into something more important. Scorpio energy does not mean you are the Scorpio or they are the Scorpio. There's some Scorpio energy. So that could mean they're Scorpio moon. That can mean they have placements in the house that rules Scorpio, right? It could be any of those different things, right? But there's definitely some depth to the situation with you and this person. So we think of Scorpio, we're thinking of the traits and Scorpio and this loyalty and this depth. And, you know, in some ways it's almost, you know, sometimes possessive. But we do have some barriers here. For you, 7 of Swords, upside down, regret. But it's like you need to let go. You might be feeling guilty for something that wasn't your fault. Now, it could be this situation or like in the past, like you might not feel you're good enough for someone, right? We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. So this is like, it's different than regular regret. It's almost like it's not your fault. You know, you're focusing on something that might not even really be something you should be thinking about. It's not something that's actually, you know, beneficial to you moving on. And we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So we're thinking of guarded. You're very guarded though. You know, it's interesting. Scorpio comes. Scorpio can be guarded too, unless they, you know, want to, you know, open up. But we have some, you know, you could find something that is lasting, but you have these barriers up that you need to overcome. All right. There's 2 barriers. This idea of keeping to yourself, right? 4 of Pentacles is, you know, when you want to you reserve everything for yourself. So you're hiding things. You're not being open. 7 of Swords. It's because of your past. It's because you feel regret. It's because you're letting your mind basically overpower how you might actually feel inside. And so for you, it's about letting go and releasing those things and not carrying on someone else's energy, right? You regret something, somebody else. If it's somebody else's energy, send it back to them. You don't have to accept everything that's being given to you or said about you or whatever. All right. Is it safe for you? It is safe for you to love. Queen of Pentacles. I'm sorry, it was in reverse. I'm sorry. She was in reverse. Gotta be honest. And we have the 2 coins and Libra. Okay, what is so interesting about your reading? So before I talk about this, is it safe? It's safe for you to love. Libra comes up. Okay, Libra comes up with the 2 of coins. 2 of coins means juggling 2 things, trying to get what you can get from both situations. We're thinking of coins and we're thinking of gain. And Libra deals with balance. And so it's interesting that these 2 cards come up for you. Okay, so it is like you kind of have to, you know, some of you might, it's safe for you to open yourself up for love. In this instance, it might be that you really do have to be able to find who you're really supposed to be with or kind of entertain different people. That does not mean that you have to manipulate anyone or do anything that is against your character, but it does mean that you might have to socialize a little bit more, find somebody that's on your level. Libra is really good with socialization. This is Libra energy. It could be you, this person, or the aura around your relationship or your situation. And again, when I say Libra energy, it can simply mean this person might have important placements in the 7th house. It could mean this person's a Libra rising. It could be this person's Mars is in Libra. So we think of the inner planets and how that can affect you, right? It could mean this person's a Libra rising. I'm sorry, I said that already. Libra North Node. Like it's some type of energy here or you, right? Now, we do have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And usually she's a very giving woman, right? And we think of the symbolism of her. But right now, you know, that's why it says it's safe for you right now. You're afraid of something. You've been hurt. You've been misled. You've been mistreated. you've come across maybe some situations where somebody wasn't what they pretended to be. Some of you, it could have been that you actually developed something that wasn't actually there. A lot of times people place these emotions on people, but you aren't actually looking at who the person really is. And so by the time you wake up, you realize, wow, I placed all these expectations on somebody and they were never even on the same page as me. So this does relate to the situation of like, yes, I'm not saying you should give everything, your all to anyone right now. This definitely is saying like, Libra energy, so harmonize, socialize, Two of Coins, juggle, see different people or talk to different people, right? And like, get your footing, get your ground, get your confidence back up, because this Queen of Pentacles is holding you back, right? She's in reverse for you. And it basically means like you're not given. It does not mean let go. So we still have pentacles here. Be practical. Pentacles and coins mean be practical. It does not mean fall in love right now, but it does mean it's safe for you to, try again. All right. So we are now for religious factors. Okay. So this is something with beliefs. We have the Queen of Swords upside down. We have the Eight of Coins upside down. And we have Capricorn energy here. Okay, so, right now, this is the fifth card, just so you know, this is the fifth set, not fourth, this is the fifth set. All right, so we have religious factors. Okay, so for you, your values, whether you're religious or not, this card is telling me your values are important to you when it comes to making a relationship decision. Your values are important. Okay. You will be influenced by your belief system when it comes to dating someone. And I think that's interesting that Capricorn came up for you. So we have Capricorn energy in this relationship or this situation. It's interesting Capricorn energy came up because Capricorn is about tradition, right? And so here it's like either you're following tradition or you're really, really stuck in your belief system about relationships, about roles, about maybe even, the type of class somebody's from, something regarding your personal beliefs on relationships in situations regarding romance. Now, Capricorn energy is simply just like who is in the situation, like you or the other person. And Capricorn does not mean this person is a Capricorn. So when I'm drawing these cards, I'm thinking of what is the energy of the situation. Now, for the most part, for somebody out there, there's definitely going to be the person is a Capricorn, or they're a Capricorn moon or rising, or they have important placements in Capricorn. Their Juno could be in Capricorn. And so it's really important to know another person's information so you can make those connections. Because some people might say, but they're not a Capricorn, this doesn't apply to me. No, it could mean that they're drawing you to them. Maybe you're the Capricorn, or maybe you have Juno in Capricorn, right? And so you're the person with the Capricorn energy, or they have Juno in Capricorn. So Juno relates to marriage. It relates to potential marriage and partnership in that way. The person could have Capricorn on their cusp. So, for those of you who are involved with someone or their information, it's important to look at their chart. But we have the Queen of Swords and she's in reverse. So that means there's a lack of communication going on here. It could be that you meet somebody, but there's a barrier there. And I guess that's religious and values coming up, is that there's something you're not quite on the same page about. We really typically see the Queen of Swords. She's logical. She's, very fact and objective, but upside down, it's different. There's a conflict there. There's maybe a lack of objectivity. There's some subjectivity there. So it can mean like for you may have a rocky start to 2019, or the situation where like you meet someone, but they're not quite on the same page as you. The Ace of Coins in reverse. Again, I think this is messages for people who should definitely hold true to their values. Whatever it is you believe about relationships and the standard that you have, you should most likely go with. You're not likely to be happy if you lower your standards, whatever those standards happen to be, because we have the Ace of Coins, which is positive, but it's upside down. In reverse, it means lack of reward, lack of foundation, lack of a beginning. So, you should definitely probably look for people who are closer to whatever it is you're looking for, your ideal, your traditions, your values, your culture, whatever the situation is, because you're not likely to be happy in other situations. Now, if you had some Sagittarius energy in here, you'd be more open-minded, but, that's not the case. All right, so our next one, we have retreat. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, Seven of Cups. We have Sagittarius, and we have the Four of Swords. Okay, what's going on? You know what's so interesting about your reading whether you like it or not, all this energy is definitely telling me that you need to back up. You need to back off. Whatever the situation you're trying to chase, pause it. It's time to disconnect yourself from the world, is what this card said, but it's also time for you to do what you need to do. We're thinking of Sagittarius, travel, expanding your horizons, learning about the world, learning about yourself, doing for others, expanding your ideas, expanding whatever it is you're involved in, following purpose, being optimistic, taking chances. So we have some Sagittarius energy here, whether it's you or the other person. I think it's more so you, where it comes to you probably having, and you might be a person who's either been locked in for a long time, longing for a relationship, or you're a person who's maybe been in relationship after relationship or situation after situation. And some of you might have finally accepted it's okay sometimes to be single. It's okay sometimes to learn yourself. And I think this is what this energy is telling me, because we have the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups is about illusion, dreams. Nothing serious. And the interesting thing about that is that retreat literally says disconnect from the world. And we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups disconnects from reality, right? This is the cups. We're thinking of emotions, but the Seven of Cups is related kind of like to Neptune and Pisces energy, which is about idealism. It's about fantasy. It's about illusion. It's about dreams. It's about following your inner spirit and wherever that goes. It's not about having a foundation. And the interesting thing, you also have the Four of Swords here. Is when you are kind of rescinding your invitation to the world. Four of Swords. You're secluded. You're not really partaking in anything. And so for those of you with this, I think it's telling you like this perfect opportunity for you to learn about yourself, learn about the world. Do what you need to do first. Disconnect from expectations. Disconnect from the, whatever it is, your dating apps or trying to find somebody day after day after day. Now, I don't think this means stop forever, but the energy right now is saying that this is a perfect opportunity for you to focus more on yourself and your own surroundings and actually, allowing yourself to be a little bit impulsive about, exploring the world, traveling. The Sagittarius, the traveler. Sagittarius is also about wisdom, so learning different things and applying those things. All right, we're almost done here. Release your ex. It could also be past situations, right? We have Taurus, we have the Ten of Coins in reverse, and we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so release your ex. Okay, so some of you are stuck on the past. You might even be romanticizing a situation that never was. It can be a person that you weren't necessarily exes with, but someone that you thought a relationship was going to develop into something else and it didn't. And so you're kind of stuck in this past. You're like kind of dwelling on a situation that never was, or dwelling on a situation that is past its expiration date. We have Taurus energy, so you were this other person with Taurus. And, we'll talk in a minute about the connection to this card here, but Taurus, so this Taurus energy, being stubborn, of not letting go. One of you is not letting go. This person could be a Taurus, or simply is talking about Taurus being an energy in the situation. Okay. And so we're thinking about that. We're thinking of like comfort. It might be hard for you to let go of this person because there was something about them that you liked, and there was something about them that made you feel secure. Now we have the Ten of Coins upside down. All right, in reverse. So Ten of Coins in reverse is your foundation. Upside down. So typically the Ten of Coins is a very, very auspicious card because it means luck in creating a foundation for yourself professionally, whether it's home ownership, whether it is a career move, it is you've solidified something, you've earned something, and you've achieved something that is in the material world, right? But you have this in reverse, which means actually there's no foundation of the situation. Whatever you're longing for, there is no foundation there. It is not wise for you to dwell on the situation. It doesn't have a very sturdy, firm foundation for you to stay on. Now, we also have our Page of Wands, which reminds us to enjoy life. Impulsive. So Wands are talking about action. It's encouraging you to go out, have fun. Don't be so emotional. Don't be so locked into this other person. Enjoy life. Have fun. Page of Wands is not serious. So for you, this is urging you to just do those small things to, stop, maybe you stop doing something because you're no longer in a relationship with this person. You stop doing something because you see what's the point. It didn't work out last time. It's not going to work out this time. You're stuck in the past, whatever that situation is. And this is just saying, like, take a chance, take a risk. This is what Page of Wands is saying. Okay, last one we have is express your love. We have the Three of Swords. We have Pisces. Okay. And we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. So here's what I'll start. Express your love. You know, do what you need to do. Like, feel it. Instead of thinking it, feel it, right? Express it, right? And so, but then we have this here. Okay. And originally, sorry, on my end, it's upright. On your end, it's in reverse. Sorry. So the Two of Cups, when I was shuffling, came up in reverse for you. And what that basically means is like a blockage of relationship, right? A blockage of mutual interest. Now, I don't think that's what it literally means. In this reading, you are blocking yourself. You're afraid to express. This could be for some of you who have met someone. You've met someone. Or it's someone that, you know, but you're afraid to express how you feel. And so you're not even sure if there's a mutual attraction there because you're afraid to express how you feel. Or you're afraid to express what you really want from this person. So it could be that maybe you are somewhat intertwined with this person. You're seeing each other or dating, but you're afraid to express what you really want. Why? Three of Swords. Past situations, sorrow. A lot of people, so this reading that I've done, this reading of all these cards in this reading, they're actually positive foundational cards, but a lot of people are carrying a lot of baggage. A lot of people are carrying a lot of fears, a lot of doubt, a lot of low self-esteem in regards to romance, a lot of just things they're carrying around, preventing you from living and simply letting go. And letting whoever you're supposed to be with, letting the universe guide you to these situations. You know, you're dwelling on it. But we have the Three of Swords. And like, you have to let go of past hurts and sorrows. And actually, you know, and a lot of times we think let go means forget it happened. It doesn't mean that. It means you need to heal. And that can mean therapy. It can mean closure. Whatever the situation is, you do need to heal. Okay, but we have some Pisces energy here, and Pisces is very compassionate, and so that's why I think it says express yourself. Pisces doesn't hold back, right? Pisces is just, they feel, they allow themselves to feel, they allow themselves to express. They don't find it a sign of weakness like some other signs to simply express how they feel. They aren't worried about being vulnerable, is what you notice about Pisces energy. That vulnerability, fear is really not there with them. And so this can mean like you are the Pisces, or this is just Pisces energy filling up this situation of this compassion. And so in order for this to happen, though, you have to let go of these different things, right? There's a fear, and that's why it's telling you to express your love, express your feelings. At least even if it doesn't work out the way you want to, you've done it. But for some of you, it will work out because we have this energy here of this unconditional love type of situation. However, while you're expressing your love, feel free to heal. You know, you don't have to be perfect to enter a relationship. You don't have to be perfectly healed and everything from the past is resolved. Now, sometimes people do need to work on themselves before they enter a relationship, and you can't expect someone else to solve your problems just because in a relationship with you. But you have to understand that life is a process, and you're not always going to be a finished product. All right. So if you like this video, please hit the like button or drop a comment below. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you.